Say you too. It's your boy on me, and yeah, we gonna do something a little different today. Um, I try to keep up with video games, even though I don't really play it. But there's a YouTuber by the name of theblackhokage, and I just always watch his videos. You know, his videos have just always been something that I watched, and so we gonna get into his Dragon Dogma 2 review. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what y'all want me to react to. And without further ado, let's get it. Oops. Where is... Okay, here we go. And I haven't played Dragon Dogma. I don't have any plans on buying the game, so I don't really care about spoilers. But let me make sure my audio is on. It's not.
Really low mid. I don't know what that means. I don't know. It sounds like a Reno player in Tekken 8, just spamming lows and mids, rolling all over the fucking ground.
Okay, we should be good now.
I don't know how anyone thought this cold, I think he meant could be game of the year worthy. The game lags a lot on PS5. It's not lagging, it's frame drops. Learn the difference. Only one save file and freaking microtransactions on a single player game. Please don't make games anymore.
Yeah, microtransactions on a single player is kind of insane. What single player have I played with microtransactions? I honestly can't think of one.
More. Are you telling Capcom not to make games anymore? What? Thank God I was able to get a refund. Full price drop for this dog crap. Shame on you. I'm looking forward to the Zero Awards at the Game Awards. I don't know about that because I don't know what other
some people be hating, bro. Like, some people just...
Here, I think this still is... I mean, based off what I played,
love to hate, man.
Probably gonna get a nomination for Game of the Year. Even if it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised if it wins something in a different category. I know you're hoping, but it is a good game with some issues, and we're gonna get to that.
It looks kind of like a Final Fantasy.
Just because, like, he didn't really mention anything that you didn't like about the game. Because to give something a 3 out of 10, it's got to be really bad. To me,
yeah, he didn't say anything about the gameplay, so.
Threshold in terms of quality test. Meaning, like, you can't give it anything lower than like a 5 or a 6, right? Now, if you don't like the microtransactions, like, that's cool. Although, people I think are blowing it out of, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't think you play the game, dog. For those unaware, there's a whole drama going on with the microtransactions, and my stance on it is I 100% agree with everybody when they say that it should not be in a single player game. I'm with y'all on that fucking bullshit.
You have to pay to fast travel? What the... Oh, nah.
Where I am a little iffy is I don't think a lot of people who are making a big hoopla on the internet about the microtransactions is. I've seen a lot of people saying this game is pay to win. It's not. Everything that's you can buy in terms of microtransactions, you'll get in the game like tenfold. Just play the game, you'll get tons of it. So, like, I don't think a lot of these people actually played the game. Is it annoying that it's there? Sure, but, like, you don't need it.
Yeah, some people probably play the game for like 30 minutes and then...
I agree with that 100%.
And then give
that's fucking bullshit. People want to maybe run multiple builds. The only ideology I can think behind that is maybe the developers thought, oh, because you can change your vocation at any time, you only need one.
Give a review.
It's still stupid. I don't
one save file, no multiple characters. Oh,
I 100% agree with that. And then also the frame rate. I don't know how it is on PS5. I'm playing on Xbox. The frame rate is uncapped. It's usually hovering around the 40s. It's playable. It could be better. Hopefully they patch and drop like a performance mode. But I still question this review, giving it a 3 out of 10, because despite the minor issues that it does have, this game is still fire. It is still fun. And it kind of feels like this review is just regurgitating talking points that I've seen from like YouTubers who I believe.
Yeah, I mean, 3 out of 10 is kind of...
I'm so glad the internet is kind of pushing back on this. People who've actually played the game, like, yo, just play the game. Everything that's in terms of...
Even me, I haven't even played it, and I wouldn't rate it a 3 out of 10.
You level up very quickly in this game. Like, it's not a pay-to-win game. Why are the microtransactions there? I don't know. Probably Capcom testing the water, so I will say don't buy them bitches, bruh. please don't buy them. But in terms of it like being a pay to win, like that narrative, if you've heard that, that's not true. To the point where like I've even seen it, I'm not gonna say, I've seen some prominent YouTubers drop videos apologizing. And I seen a 10-minute video from this dude who had almost 1 million subs, basically admitted, in respect to him for acknowledging it, he basically admitted, I read a couple articles, I flew off the handle, I just decided to hate on the game, I didn't really do the proper research, but I played the game and I realized that it's not a pay to win game. Yo, do y'all want to have fun in 2024 and beyond? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't know.
Man, the internet's opinion rules now, man. It's crazy.
So our next review comes from Easty Beastie, who gave Dragon's Dogma 2 a 0 out of 10.
0?
How do you run a good game? Make fast travel as painful as possible. This game doesn't really contain fast travel. It's more of a convoluted mess. You need some obscure stones to travel around. And without them, you're basically out of luck, which is not 100% true. You can fast travel through the stones, but you can also fast travel through the ox cart, which is in every city, basically. You pay $100 or 100 gold, which is very easy to come by. You hop in the ox cart, and then you hit Y to go to sleep, and then you're in the next area. Sometimes you do get attacked by creatures, but I don't know. I found that kind of be fun for the most part. But it could be better, but I wouldn't call it absolute shit. Picture this. A master dragon is handing you on your own backside in Melve. And because of that, you have to trudge all the way back to Vernworth just to find some random bloke who's contemplating a career in the military.
What is he talking about?
Frustrating examples. What developers fail to grasp is that many players are fortunate to carve out just an hour a day to indulge in this game. Now, this is where I agree. This is where I agree. Because I kind of said this when that article came out. The developer kind of infamously came out and said that if your game requires fast travel, then your game is boring, basically. I agree. There are people out there in the world who work a 9 to 5. They got family, friends. They might have an hour or two of free time to play a game, and they just want to hop on and have fun. Putting fast travel in the game, I feel like it doesn't ruin the experience for people who don't want to use it because they're not going to use it regardless.
Yeah, it's better to have. It's always better to have the option so people can use it if they want. And only one save file? That's insane to me.
Who want to use it. That being said, I also understand the other side of the spectrum, man. It's kind of weird. Like, the game is fun. There's constant dynamic events going on in the world. And if you only have an hour to play, if you just run around, you're going to get into a lot of cool shit. Me personally, I do wish the fast travel was better in it. But then also, the more that I played the game, I started to understand. I'm like, all right, this is not what I wanted it to be. This is what the director and the developers wanted it to be. And I'm going to respect what they wanted to create. And once I started to respect what they wanted to make, I learned to appreciate it. I'm not going to lie. I learned to appreciate it. But I also understand from the spectrum of, yo, some people have very limited time. What's the name? So like the fast travel, it's not going to ruin the people who don't want to use it. Put it in the game. I'm giving it a generous 1 out of 10. You gave it a 0, by the way. You're ruining what could have been an enjoyable experience, and I'm on the verge of calling it quits. It's a shame because the game had the potential to be great, but instead it's being turned into a mind-numbing chore. Regrettably, it's too late for refunds. Also, my other problem with this review too, I was like,
can't even get his refund.
This man didn't even mention the microtransactions. His man is solely upset about the fact that the fast travel.
Yeah, he gave it a 0 out of 10 just for fast travel.
In a hardcore RPG. So that's where I'm going to give a little bit of pushback. I understand your time is limited. I respect that. But if you know your time is limited, why do you keep picking up these hardcore RPGs? Why, like, just go play Call of Duty? Like, as I've gotten older, I've learned to. There was a point in my life where, like, I was like, yo, Call of Duty shit. It's the same thing every year. Like, I think that was like my mid-20s.
But
like,
yeah, it's one of those. Call of Duty is like. Like Rocket, Overwatch, or something. Hold on, I'll be right back. My bad. Just wanted to get a little bit of light, but I'm not gonna watch this whole review.
Appreciate Call of Duty a little bit more, and I understand.
I'll probably watch one more review.
As you have more responsibilities in life, kind of like what he's talking about. There are certain games that are just, they feel good to just hop on and play for an hour or two and get off. That fighting games, although you have to train.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, yeah, like Call of Duty, Rocket League, maybe some fighting games if you play them for a long time, but everybody has like those brain dead games where you can just get on and don't really have to think about it. You know what I mean?
Once you get good enough, you can just hop online, play a couple matches, get off. You got to pick up maybe a different game, because like this is, you can't get upset. This is what the artist wanted to make, and you can't get upset that fucking it's not what you wanted, especially because I'm gonna be honest, the last game was like this. I think that's the real issue. So Dragon's Dogma 1, I'm yapping this time around. Dragon's Dogma 1 was a very niche game.
I don't know anything about the first one either.
Dragon's Dogma 1 is one of the rare cases where a game came out and honestly it kind of flopped. It kind of, I don't want to say flopped, but it wasn't the biggest. And over the last 10 years, that game has garnered a cult-like following. And I think through word of mouth, people are like, yo, this game is amazing.
I've never.
A lot of what you're complaining with was in that.
And some of my friends play RPGs, but I've never.
That word of mouth got so big that Dragon's Dogma 2 damn near is teetering on crossing into the mainstream. I'm seeing so
mainstream
and like TikToks and stuff like that all over my Twitter timeline. It almost reminds me of when Elden Ring came off. Not
really
on that level, but like it's having.
I haven't even seen anything on Twitter though.
Having a moment on social media. People are enjoying the fuck out of this game. And I think some of this anger stems from the fact that people weren't, it's being introduced to a newer crowd because it's crossing over and they weren't familiar with the first game and they're judging it for what they want it to be versus what it was intended to be. And I think what's here is actually a good game. I'm going to be honest, I completely disagree with this review. I respect that you're upset about the lack of fast travel. I think it could be better too. But even though there's a lack, the fast travel's ass in this game, there's no way you can give it a 0 out of 10. This is kind of like
0 out of 10 for having fast travel is kind of insane.
So you can't rate it a 0. It's one of those, I guess your opinion's kind of wrong. It's kind of wrong. What is Gahil 23 game.
All right, this is the last review we'll look at though.
The game crashed and I lost my 19-hour save
file.
Okay,
so he's just salty because his file got corrupted, I think.
I recommend waiting for some updates, at least 20 bucks. Where did you get that number from? The game came with performance and optimization problems that are already unbearable, and now random crashes that make you lose your save game. This is enough to kill the game. Out a message in what appears to be a joke that they put on the screen saying that autosave is unreliable. A $70 game sending a message that to your face like that's a joke. I don't know what there. Although there's no way to confirm this is true or not. I haven't seen anybody report that they lost their save file. I'm going to go ahead and give it the benefit of the doubt and say it's true. If this is true, you're 100%. I'm not going to lie.
All right, man. Yeah, that's the last review. We go look at. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. As always, like, comment, subscribe. And till next time, we out.